Hey yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Reckless Reviews with your boy M3 and the Sophisticated Jerk here on Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube.
What's good? What's good, man?
Nothing much, Jerk, man. What's good with you guys?
Just chilling, man. About to head to the gym after we close things up. Trying to stay in shape.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Get your yoke on, man.
I feel you. I feel you. You been hitting the gym a lot?
I do need to hit the gym a little bit more, but yesterday I had good cardio. A friend of mine went to play some tennis, and I haven't played it like in a good like year or two. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
He be whooping your ass. You got any skill or?
I got a little something. You know what I mean? Like, I used to have like a mean little serve, but again, it's still all in muscle memory. I just gotta warm up a couple of times. Unfortunately, tennis is a two-player sport, so without a second person, it's a no-go.
Okay. At least you out there. You said you getting that exercise in. Hey, everybody ain't gonna be no pro, so.
Hey, I'm just trying to get my off the ass going on.
Damn. I mean, said Arthur Ashe, huh?
Yeah. But salutes to Conrad that's in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Conrad.
Yeah. He said salute, brothers, much love and blessings to y'all. And salutes to Wally as well. He says, let's see what the Bronx have on this show.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So we got the Pop the Balloon or Find Love series going on. And as always, we're a big fan of reacting to them. But the last couple of live streams, like we had the Bay Area edition, and unfortunately, they didn't represent me and stand pretty well. So to this day, I'm pretty disappointed.
Straight trash.
And I'm surprised that show has not been canceled yet. They still got more shows going. So I was like,
oh, they do?
Yeah. So we want to revisit that again.
Yeah, we gotta look back at that because I saw, like you said, we got the Pop the Balloon New York today. So I was like, man, we got Clown New York too. We gotta see what type of product they putting out here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout outs to Mr. Best in the world because he's from out there, but New York could get it too. We don't.
Yeah, everybody get it, man. I'm not biased, man. We got an equal opportunity with it, so.
Yeah.
So out of the ones we watched, who you think had the worst? Y'all was definitely up there. So what was that other one we watched the other day?
That was more like a kind of like
Central.
One.
That was Indianapolis one.
Oh yeah, the Indianapolis one. You talking about? Well, actually, that was different. A little. Was it Indianapolis? Oh yeah. No, okay, I remember now.
You remember they had them heavyweights up there.
Oh man, yeah.
I think it was a tie between y'all and Indianapolis for the worst. So
I think Indianapolis, like they really had the worst, man. Because,
you think so? Okay. Yeah, I think I had a little bit better quality, but yeah, Indianapolis was definitely the worst. But y'all was right behind them running, trying to win that Olympic medal. Goddamn it! Y'all was like, oh.
We had the award for like the most like ratchet, but they had the most like for the high. It was the high calorie series. I put it like that. But yeah,
but we got to circle back to the Bay because man, I know the Bay definitely got some bad chicks out there. So it's like, man, y'all, I don't know who put that together, where the hell they went. Yeah, we're gonna let y'all redeem yourselves. So hopefully this New York one, man, I'm tempted to see what they put out there.
For sure. Let's go ahead, man. We're gonna check this out. So we're gonna make our way through there and get ready to start playing it. Everything we do is all in the act of fair use, and yeah, no copyright infringement. What's it intended? However you want to say it. But let's go ahead and play the video. Oh, hold on for a second. Oh, that's enough.
What the fuck?
Okay, they got a snow bunny here that's infiltrating. All right, we'll see how it goes. They might be a little bit classy, but who knows?
Hell.
Now that's a whole lot of women down there, huh, Jerry? I say that's like your neighborhood friendly gordita type of woman. She could cook all like the mean like cook sandwiches in the world for you, you know?
Sloppy as hell. You aren't looking bad right now, goddamn it.
I don't know if that's her stomach sticking out, but
yeah, that's the stomach. She got the underbelly. What they call it, the fupa and the beer gut.
Oh man, you know it's too okay. Why I said, oh hell no. Now Wally, look. Now you don't discriminate here, right? We don't target discrimination unless it's coming from my mouth. But let's go ahead and continue.
Oh hell!
She got that Goku Super Saiyan type of weave. Fire.
They brought out the average white chick.
I mean, they gotta do it for diversity, purposes. It's a little comrade again.
What's good, comrade? Now she a bigger girl, but man, she dressed appropriately. So yeah, nah. Okay.
Yeah, I could give it to the sister. Like she's a big woman with curves, but she's dressing like classy, like so. And I like the look. I could rock with that.
This episode was brought to you by Island Express Grill for the best authentic Guyanese food. They have the best curry chicken and roti, located at 998 Flatbush Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Hello, I'm your host Shani, and welcome to the first episode of NY Pop the Balloon or Find Love. We had some beautiful ladies line up. Make some noise, ladies.
All right, stop it right there.
Oh, my bad. Let me go back real quick.
Had some beautiful ladies line up.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start from one. The one in the black dress. That's the host. So we ain't gonna rate her. But
yeah.
Left to right.
Wait, how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 of them.
We're gonna probably have to maybe fast forward a little bit so we can see the second one. Oh no, that's the Asian one. So we kind of know what she looks like a little bit.
Yeah, she looked like she was doing that cosplay shit.
Yeah. He says lies again. All right, so the black one. And this time I'm gonna be nicer because I think I was mean on the last one. It wasn't a Pop the Balloon series, but it was the one that had all the Latinos or whatever. But I'm gonna give like this sister, right? I'm gonna give her a nice, respectful 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the pants though. It's just kind of throwing me off now. I know you guys can see number 2 with the Asian one, but if you haven't seen it, just know she's she looked like she's cosplaying. So think about anime girl. For the Asian one, I'll give her like I'll give her a 5.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Number 3, I'll give her a 7.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. See, I told you, I'm being nice, like to on this show today. I'm in a good mood. The one with the Latino weave, I'll give her. I didn't really take a good look at it, but I'll give her a 7.
Yeah. Okay, 7.
Yeah. She says for now. The short one, I'm giving her a 4.
All right.
The white one, the first white one, I'll give her like a 5, right? Just because like she got like curves or whatever, so I'll give her that. The the average white girl to the second one, right? I'll give her like a 1. Gordita, I cannot look past like I don't know what you call it again. It's like the big pelvis area. I just can't look at. I can't look at it the same like that. So I'll give her 0.5. And the only reason I give her 0.5 because no, I ain't gonna have to explain it. She's not it. The other short one, number 9, I'll give her a 1 too.
All right.
And damn, the one to the far right, I didn't really look at her face that well. But she got some big ass hips though. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know what is like behind it. Cause some people you could have big hips, we could be a little bit flat too. But I'll give her an 8.
Damn, you said 8? Homie?
Yeah.
All right. So let me go. Number 1. That's 3 territory. 3.
Okay.
Gotta go with 3. Number 2, the little Asian chick. She looked kind of weird, man. Like, I'm gonna go. I'll go 5.
Okay.
I think you had a 5-2 on that one.
Yeah.
Number 3. 6 for number 3. The one next to her with the gold dress on. She had a little bit of gut going on. She like cute, but man, she's a 5. I can't go no higher than that. So,
she had a gut?
Yeah, she had a little gut on her.
Okay, I did not pay attention to that. Well, she got the balloon cover, so.
All right, the one next to her in the all black and the blue boots. That's a 4. I'm going 4. 5 for the white chick in the blue. The basic chick buyer. I'm gonna give her a 5 just for being slim.
You talking about the second white woman?
Yeah, the basic little one. Because
Okay.
I mean she's slender, so she I give her that. The girl next to her, straight 1. The one next to her, man, 3. I give her 3, man. And the last one. She's tricky, man. She looked like she'd be sloppy, but it looked good too. So I'll go 6 with that.
You'll go 6 with that. And salute Marcus. All right.
Okay. What you got Conrad's rating in there? What Conrad say?
Okay, so he did it backwards. So we gotta go from right to left. He says from
okay.
From the pink, he gave her a 5. Matter of fact, let me see. He gave her a 5. See the mouse moving? And then number 9, he gave her a 3. Then 8, he gave her a 2. The 2 white girls, he gave them 1s.
Racism.
The short black girl next to the other woman with the skirt, he gave her a 2. The one with the skirt with the Latino weave, he gave her a 6. Number 3, he gave her a 4. The Asian woman, he gave her a 2. A respectful 2. Okay. He gave the black woman, right, with the odd color pants, a 5. And as a bonus, he gave the host a 7.
Okay. Shout out to Conrad.
The host kind of look better than the whole entire lineup, though. So, but whatever. Hey guys, in the chat, feel free to like give your ratings as well too. Try to do it from left to right if y'all can. Wally says I need to see him again to make a call, but the one with the fupa is a 2. What? Oh, hey, Wally, you out of pocket. You talking about the one with the big pelvis?
Yeah, with the jeans on.
Yeah, the Panza, you know. Let me see. Okay. Train is coming. This is definitely. Okay, Marcus, I need you to give me your rating from left to right. Try not to rate the host, but if you
And
want,
I want to see indigenous too. Indigenous, you gotta give your rating, man.
everybody in the chat, please give me your ratings, right? From left to right. Okay? Try not to rate the host, but again, we have 10 girls. You can't see the Asian one right now because she's the one with the blue skirt that's covered. But don't worry. You know, she's like a good 5, in my opinion. So trust me with that.
I would say though, man, for the New York one,
Mhm.
they definitely sloppy, but I'll say they're probably one of the best dressed ones. I'll say from Bay
Yeah.
and that Indianapolis one, you know, for their size and shit. So I think they did a good job, like not coming out, you know, advertising the sloppiness, except for that one with the jeans on. Yeah, I don't know what she wilding out, and that one with the blue boots. Yeah, they tripping. But it looked like they at least try to come somewhat classy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's yeah. At least,
But yeah,
like,
I agree with Marcus. It's whoever did this recruiting in the city, they must have went to Staten Island and got the worst.
Yeah.
These.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and continue payment, and then we'll pause every now and then, so that way you guys can take a good look. But again, everybody, I prefer you guys to give us your rating while you're seeing this lineup and this view, and you guys can change it anytime once you guys get up close. Well, once the camera gets up close to them. But let's go ahead. We're gonna continue.
Make some noise, ladies. Okay, so we're gonna bring out those single guys one by one. If you like what you see, do not pop the balloon. If you like their swag, you're feeling them, do not pop the balloon. However, if you don't like them, you're not attracted, you don't like something they say, you go ahead and pop the balloon. Okay? All right. Are you ready? Yeah. All right. All right. All right. We'll bring out the first guy.
Okay. The first guy ain't showing up.
Yeah, he probably walked off. He probably like, what the hell?
Thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Samson Rich.
Okay, Samson. And how old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Okay. And what do you do?
I'm the CEO and founder of Rich Roots, which is a beard care company that's just taken off nationwide, and I'm soon to be international.
Okay, that explains. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And what do you like to do for fun?
I love to travel. I love to try new restaurants. I like to go out to brunches, have fun. I like to be outside and just,
Okay.
a good vibe.
Okay, and what do you like in a woman?
I also like a woman that likes to travel, who's kind, who's polite.
Shout out to Jay Shar. He says that, or she says that I see a lot of donuts. Okay.
Facts.
And interesting. But anyways,
who is confident in herself, who I could find a genuine connection with, and it's a mutual thing.
Okay, sounds good. Any deal breakers? What are your deal breakers?
If you smoke cigarettes, that's it.
That's it? Okay. All right, we did have some pops, so let's go on over. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So we'll start right here. Hello.
Hi, I don't know.
What?
Sorry.
So what's your name and your age?
All right. My name is Asha, and I am 25. And the reason I popped, you're a bit too old for me, unfortunately, but you look nice though.
Okay.
Thank
Besides
you.
the age, would it be somebody that's your type?
I'd have to hear a bit more, but as I said, you look nice.
Thank you.
Okay. And would she be somebody that would be your type?
She's very pretty. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. The age, it could work, but I respect your opinion.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over here. Hi, what is your name and your age?
My name is Dudu. I'm 34.
Okay, and why did you pop?
The bear, like intimacy wise, I feel like it kind of hurt a bit. I'm
Okay, your preferences. Okay, that's cool. And let me ask you, would she be somebody that's your type?
She's very pretty. I love the outfit. I would say yes.
Okay.
Hey, hit pause real quick. What'd she say? Intimacy?
Well, we'll
I
just
think
move
so.
on over here.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, that bear gonna get in the way when you going downtown when you eating coochie out here." Like,
Right. Very cock block.
yeah, she shouted that out quick. But all right, I just wanted to. Yeah, she said intimacy. Like, all right.
Disha says that her arms are too short to wipe her butt. Okay. Marcus says she looked like she's going to prom with that dress on. And then the pale Latina is a 4. You should. Maybe she might be a Latina, but Jamaican woman is a 6. Okay. I should have did it left to right so it don't be confusing, but I get y'all.
God, that chick with the jeans, boy. That.
Oh,
You see that
Oh,
good
damn.
little ass sweater on? Man, I would have got her up out of the building. I would be like, look, not only do we need to pop her balloon, but we got to get her up out of the lineup. Like, let's stop.
yeah. I didn't even see. I wasn't even paying attention to her until you said something about the jeans. It's like you
Yeah.
coming to the show with ripped jeans on. I get it. That's supposed to be a style, but that's not it, baby. Then you got the little like shirt or sweater, however you want to call it, and your stomach is up here. It's like 3 inches sticking out.
Security, get her. Like,
Okay, so I guess out of the rest of the girls, right, who are well dressed, I'll say her, and then the other one, the first woman, are the ones that they just. Even though the first one, she's dressing okay, but this one's the most sloppiest. Like,
yeah, this bad. Like,
we should have escorted her before the show even started, but y'all know what y'all was doing.
yeah, she looked like whoever sweater she grabbed, man, was like a size 2, 4. She's like, fuck it, I ain't got shit else to wear. Let me grab that. But yeah, she definitely need to switch that up.
He said her fupa exploded. Oh man, the sweater is screaming. And
All right, we get back to the video though.
Okay. But Jay Shark says the Asian girl is winning for sure. Okay. I guess Asian girls are winning today.
Here, fortunately. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Anam, and I'm 35.
Okay, and why did you pop?
Honestly, you're a gorgeous guy. You have great interests, and I love that you've started your own company. And I would never ask you to cut off your beard because clearly it's a huge, important part of your like.
But I ain't gonna lie, I would ask her to kind of lose that gut. You know what I mean? And that outfit that she has on. But
And look at that. You see that clip in the front, you know, that jean buckle, that shit just like it's like less stretch. That shit holding on for dear life is like this, man.
Like, come on, boys, we gotta.
Yeah, that shit like, come on. Damn it. Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know why she did that. Like, cause she got that weird build, man. So it's like almost like you don't advertise your flaws like that. Like, god damn.
Yeah, but these are one of those girls that like their friends told her, hey, like, you're beautiful the way you are, and
yeah, that's that body positivity. She was like, fuck it, I'm gonna own it. She's like, I'm coming out here, I'm gonna let him see this gut, goddamn it.
Yeah, Lizzo owned hers for a little while until she got sick of people like roasting her. So sometimes, man, it's good to kind of bring shame back into society as long as we don't go too overboard. But as long as it helps build character, that's what I would like to see come back again. But anyways, I'm gonna get like a hat, man. Talk about make Shane great again, you know? But let's go ahead. We're gonna continue. Wally says he need a closer look at the Asian chick. We'll definitely get to her though.
Like life and work that you do. So, I mean, that's really it. It's just the beard. I'm sorry.
That's it, just the beard.
Yeah.
Okay. And is she somebody that's your type?
And I hope you don't lie to her.
Yeah, she's very pretty as well. I love the outfit. I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, so my ladies, I'm so sorry. I was thinking about it was your fault with the body positivity thing, but it's our fault, you know. Maybe dude didn't have any coochie for like a couple of years or so he need a lie to somebody. But honestly, you already popped my balloon, so I was just going to just tell you like how it is. You know, you're not my type. I like my girls that's either physically fit or thick. Okay. But either way, I like it physically, aesthetically pleasing, and that's not it. That's what I would have told her. But
I mean, you ain't got to go all the way in, but don't lie. Like I just went like, "Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for popping in your balloon." And I would have kept it pushing. Like I ain't gonna go all to the details, but I'm damn sure ain't gonna lie.
You're gonna be like Aaron the Ninja Turtle guy and just like tell it straight how it is.
Huh? No. You don't be petty, man. Yeah, I would have never go to the pits, but I'm not gonna lie either. Be like, oh, you're beautiful. I'm like, nah. Appreciate your response. Understand. I'll be like, let's go on and move on to the females so we can get to the ones that got the balloons.
No, I hear you though. I'll just be like, look, man, but I will still be like a little honest. Maybe not to the way how I'm saying this, because you know I'm saying this for shock value, but I will at least say like, you know, like physically you're not my type, you know, like, and I'll just leave it like that, you know.
Okay.
And hopefully that could kind of at least help her a little bit, right, in a not so rude way, but most honest. Help her to like see herself that look, what she think about herself is not attractive. Anyways, he lied to her already, so he already lost me. Salutes to our Great Pill podcast for tuning in.
That was good. Great Pill.
Trim it a little bit, but I wouldn't go too far.
Okay. Thank you so much. And we move over here. Hello. What's your name and your age?
Okay. Hi, my name is Winter. I'm 25, and I popped my balloon only because of your age. Everything you said was very interesting. I do think you're a very nice person to get to know. It's just that's a little bit of a deal breaker. Maybe 35, 36, but 38 is kind of like, you know, I'm only 25. So yeah.
Okay, so just the age. Okay. And
absolutely, yes. She's very pretty. Love the hair. Love the outfit. Love the accessories.
Yeah, she's glowing.
I'm a young soul though.
Okay. All right, let's head back over.
All right.
Okay, so we do have a few balloons.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna let you go ahead and pop 3 more. Just by looks, based on the looks. Nothing else, just the looks for now.
Okay. This is really tough.
Yeah.
This is really tough. This is tough. Do I need a pick?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. This is so tough. This is tough. 3?
Just off looks initially. Okay.
God, this is tough.
Come on, man.
I'll let you go ahead and ask the question, and then you decide.
Okay. What do you ladies like to do for fun? What are your hobbies?
Okay, we'll start here. Hi, what's your name and your age?
Hi, my name is Layla. I'm 25.
Just quick pause. Jerk, if you was in that situation where you had to choose to pop like the 3 out of the 10, would that be a little bit challenging for you to pop, or will you just pop right away, or will you be more passive like what he's doing and maybe ask I guess like a nonchalant type of question?
Well, no, I would have been aggressive with it. I would like, I would have said shit. I'd be like, all right. As soon as she'd be like, look, you got to pop 3 balloons, I would have been like, all right, I got my 3. Let's go. Like, like, all right, what next round? Like, shit, you got to get it over with. I know it is kind of awkward, but it ain't no tough call. I definitely would have got popped the little Asian one's balloon.
I don't know. Oh, you say you definitely would not?
No, I would have. Yeah, I would have got her mad at her.
Oh, damn. Okay. I mean, to be honest, like it wouldn't be like that hard for me. Well, I wouldn't feel awkward about it because I know what I want, and if that means that okay, I could pretty much like we are all like the not so pretty chicks, in my opinion. Then yeah, it just be all right. Be like next. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna continue.
I'll give you three of my favorite hobbies. I am a traveling beauty. I'm also a foodie. I try many different restaurants, and I'm very much of a wine taster.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Next, hello. What is your name and age?
Hello, I'm Nicole. I'm 38, and my hobbies are running. I love to read and write poetry, and I love to travel.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. Hello. What's your name and your age?
Hello, my name is Janae, and I'm 34. As far as hobbies, I run a creative agency, so I attend a lot of events. So it's really like going to events, networking. I love to travel, eat good food, and enjoy life.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
What is your name and your age?
I am Akilah and I am 32. And some of my hobbies are traveling. Also, I'm a big foodie, so I love trying new restaurants. And also, I love working out as well.
Okay, nice. Lovely.
Nice.
All right. Back over. All right. Another one.
Another question?
No,
or
you could
another
pop
pop?
another pop. Then you ask another question. Yeah.
This is so tough. This is really so tough.
You gotta listen keenly.
I'm so sorry. Damn, it's so loud.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So why did you give her a pop?
Love the outfit, love the hair, love the accessories, love the chain, love everything about you. You're beautiful. I just feel like that was very tough. I don't really have a reason. I'm not gonna lie. That was very tough.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask you, what took you so long to pop, or why didn't you pop? Because you didn't pop.
Well, I didn't pop because of your goals, right? So I have my own company as well, so I like entrepreneurship mainly. Yeah.
Okay, I see you sign over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So, would you like to ask another question?
Yes. How do you handle conflict resolution?
Ooh. Okay. We'll start over here. Your name and age?
Layla, 25. I'm a big communicator. So if there is an issue, I would like to sit down and talk, not sit down and yell back and forth. A calm understanding between two individuals.
Okay, nice. Okay, y'all are making this hard for him.
Difficult. Goodness.
All right. Name and age?
Nicole, 38. I look for the way I would de-escalate a problem is by looking at the body language, hearing their perspective, and giving them time to cool down, and then allowing them to say everything that needs to be said before I speak my part.
Okay, anything to say?
Great answer. That was a great answer.
Okay. All right, we go here. Hey, name and age?
Akilah, and I am 32. So a way I would de-escalate a situation. So I'm a nurse, so I would just kind of assess the situation, figure out what exactly the problem is, and get to the root of it without yelling, arguing, and then just come to a solution that's agreeable on both ends.
Nice. Okay.
All right, hit the pause button, M3.
I got you.
Do you ladies have anything?
So do you believe them on their de-escalation response? Because they were all pretty good, but do you think that's how they typically would handle confrontation?
Oh, hell no. Not what about the use of yelling, getting frustrated, and then the tears at the end. But I mean, shouts to them for giving like the right things, to say. But realistically, I don't believe that.
Yeah, those were the politically correct ones. But yeah, I think there's gonna be some whining. some pouting, and that's typically how it kind of plays out. But all right, I just wanted to ask that question.
Yeah.
What's good, Ruthless?
What's good? What's good? All right.
Thing to ask him before you
Did you drop the link?
any more balloons?
Oh, you know what? No, I haven't, but let me do that right now. Sugar's laughing. He ready to come up. I can tell.
Yeah, we got to get his rating. Ruthless, he be on point with the ratings.
Yeah. Now, real quick, let me go back to Wise. Rating. He said like the first he gave her a 5. The fourth one is a 6. The fifth girl's a 4. The one in the pink maybe a 7. And now we got Rufus Truth in the building. So salute to Rufus.
What's good, Ruthless? But real quick, I saw Jay Shar comments. He was so I think he's feeling the little Asian chick, man. She got like little kid vibes, man, with that like weird outfit. That's why, man. But she is small and stuff, so I get you on that. But yeah, it's just that's a little too much. I feel like I'll be babysitting or some shit.
Man, no. I like her style and I like the effort that she put out there. I mean, I get it. Like when you're on like I guess you could call it like a dating show, right? You want to kind of dress seriously, you know what I mean? But I think she had like something going on. Like I think she was really trying to be unorthodox and creative. And I respect women, especially if you're doing like the cosplay type of stuff. Now, again, this is a dating show, so I don't recommend people to do that unless if that's the theme of it. But I see like a lot of good fantasies about this. She's definitely like a good fantasy type of woman that you could just take home to privately, not tell your family about, but you know what I mean, like, and your friends as well too. But I for sure like she's gonna be like a fun type of chick. Probably at home playing PlayStation and all that stuff. So I would have took her.
Hell.
What's up with the pink sweater though?
Oh,
talking about a homeboy's sweater, yeah.
I thought
he on that Dipset shit.
I mean, pink belongs to women. It always have been, and I'm happy to let them have that color. But it seems like men are trying to fight them for it.
Well, you know, ever since like Cameron came out with the hot pink, people think it's okay to wear it. So I don't know.
Oh.
You know, they say real men wear pink. Ruthless, you know? That's what women prefer.
Yeah. I don't think so. Well, maybe. Well, that's definitely a red. If you wear pink, to me, that's a symbolism of I'm ready to bow down. Like I'm feminine quality, right? It's not saying he's gay, but he's definitely saying that I'm like you, right? I'm ready to be one with you.
Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a stretch. I would have rocked like a whole sweater. Like you got to mix it in with something. You just can't go full fledged with the pink. It's got to be like
unless you're trying to give off a message, right? Right? Like you said, if you just a little bit here and there, you just like styling, right? But when you give the whole pink sweater like that, all the way down to the the whole body, you're sending a message of. So everybody understands that pink represents femininity. That's not even a debate, right? And I'm not saying that he's feminine, but I think he's appealing. He's trying to appeal to the women like us, beta.
So you think he's sending a message, huh? He's like, look.
I'm a beta.
Okay. So let's get a. Can you find that view? Of the panel, because I want to get Ruthless rated. Or we just go for a little bit so he could.
Well, let's go for a little bit. I'll get to that in just a minute. I want to hear what the guy's response was.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah,
but we'll get to it though.
Anything you want to know?
I have a question.
Sure. Come on over.
Do you have any children?
I do not.
Oh.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Any questions for
Shit, he need to ask now. Like, y'all got some kids?
That's what I'll be asking, but you probably don't care.
My question is, why don't you have children, or have you just decided to wait?
The answer is actually on the deeper side, so I'll dive into it. I have immediate family, cousins, friends that had children before marriage, and they're all on child support right now, and they're all going through hell. So I learn from other people's mistakes, and I'm not until I know.
Okay.
I think that's a fair, honest answer.
Alrighty. Do you have any questions?
Yeah,
for
he said his people were fuck ups. That's what he said. He threw him under the bus.
He's like, I'm gonna break the
How do you
generational family
feel
curse.
if a woman has children?
How many? And
I
what
feel
are the
like
ages?
I feel like you need to pop that
One, and
balloon.
She is 7.
That is A-okay with me.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, okay, back to you.
This is so difficult.
Hit the pause button real
All
quick.
right, one
Yes,
more.
sir.
What'd she say, 7 and 8?
I think so.
Can you go back to it? Because I was talking, my bad.
No problem.
I like the host. She fine.
Yeah, the whole host is cute.
Yeah, I think we can all agree to that. Is it this one?
Nah,
All right.
This is so.
Okay. So, okay, back to you.
It's right here, jerk, right?
I think so.
1, and she is 7.
That is A-okay with me.
Nice. Okay. All right.
You just signed up to be a stepdad?
So,
Yeah, pretty much. Without no
This
kids
is so
either.
difficult.
Hold on for a second. God damn.
all right, one more.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, pop. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta pop. Yeah, you gotta pop one more. That's what I meant. You gotta pop.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right.
Damn, you see that?
Beautiful. Love the style. Love the hair. The eye contact is definitely there. I really had no other reason to pop other than I don't even have a reason. I ain't gonna lie. For real.
You got a
This is
reason,
very
goddamn it.
tough.
Stop lying. He say the
Extremely
same
tough.
spill.
And what made you not pop your balloon?
He's a very respectable guy. I love his attributes, the look, and pretty much everything about him was amazing.
Okay.
Damn,
I
nice.
appreciate that. I really
Nice.
do.
Okay. All right. 2 more to go.
Okay. Should I ask you a question?
Yeah. One more question.
Okay. So, what country will we visit first and why?
Ooh, I like that one. I'm sorry. Name and age.
Nicole, 38. I would say South Africa.
And why?
I've never been.
There's a lot of rich history that connects back to the motherland, and it connects all people from all over the world. There's a hidden history in South Africa that I've yet to fully discover. So that would be the first place.
Just look in the mirror.
Great.
Amazing.
answer.
All right.
Hit pause real quick.
Sure.
I would have popped her balloon off of that. I would have
So you
trying to go
know,
to Antigua out here.
he's already displayed that he's a submissive individual, right?
So you say that why?
Because when he popped the balloon, he said, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." And you're just beautiful. You gave her all these compliments. So, any argument or any format, when the woman roars up, he's banking it down in a submissive state, right? He's the type that's going to be like, "Okay, baby, you're right. Okay, baby," you know what I mean? He's that type of guy.
You think so, man? You don't think he's just polite? He's just like, hey, let me just.
Have you seen the women do the pop? Man, when the women pop their balloons, why you pop balloon? He ain't my type. I don't. Pants too tight, right? They come with it, right? They don't hold no punches. But these dudes, oh, I'm sorry. you know, plus you some roses after this to make sure your feelings ain't hurt, right? And I think this is where men are losing. I think this is where we're losing the battle because now, I'm not saying we need to be totally assholes to women. I'm not saying that, but we totally regard their feelings so much that we over compensate by always being extra nice to say that we don't want or we don't want them to try to protect them.
I don't know, man. I think he's like you said. I'm not gonna go too far on the compliments, but I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna carry myself in a certain way, so I'm not gonna be like wilding out.
Well,
you know, so
like, you didn't say bitch. You know what I mean? Nothing like that, right? As long as you pop the balloon, and why'd you pick me? I just don't want you. That's not being rude.
I just think if you pop it anyways, it already kind of sends the signal that you don't want them, so you don't gotta explain it. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm just saying the host asked the question.
Oh, okay. If they ask, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She said, "Why did you pop the balloon?" And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." No. She said, "She's just not my type. I don't want it," and kept it pushing.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. All that over. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds submissive, right?
Okay, I got you. Yeah, he's doing a little too much. Yeah, it's like you ain't need to go all the way there. Like
Right.
you here to like narrow it down. So it's like, man, you ain't got to over explain. So I'm with you.
I agree with you. He ain't got to be rude, like bitch. You know what I mean? That ain't necessary. You know, but just to say, speak your mind. I don't want you. You're not my type. I believe that's professional and on point.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely feeling the one in the pink though.
Oh yeah, I think so, definitely. All right, let's go ahead, man. We'll continue playing.
Name and age again.
Hi, my name is Akila and I'm 32. So the first place we would travel to, I would say Ghana, just because I just found out that a lot of my ancestry comes from there. So I would want to go back and dig deeper into my roots.
Oh, beautiful,
Nice,
beautiful.
nice,
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So back over here.
This is tough.
This is tough.
Hold on, pause real quick. Which one y'all think he gonna choose?
Do you have any children?
Sorry again.
Which one you think he gonna choose out of these two?
I think the 38-year-old.
The one in the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with him. I could have. If he ain't got no kids, so it's like I don't think he should go after the one in the pink. RNTY, what's good, man?
I think if the one to go was ruder, he would take the one to pink with the kid. But because the one to go is attractive and she's been cool, right? And if she doesn't have no kid and the other girl have a kid, he gonna take the one without the kids.
Yeah, I agree with.
Okay.
But it's funny that they both said Africa though. I see Indigenous pick that up. Like, look, we try to go to Dominican Republic.
Right. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
No children? Okay. And I don't know, where do we go from here?
What do you like to do for fun? I'll
Thanks
ask
for hitting
you.
the like button.
I like lots of outdoor adventures, biking, skiing, running, mainly just everything outdoors and trying new things.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Nice.
That wagon. I was like, damn.
I'll ask you as well.
Hi, my name is Akila. I'm 32. So some of the things I love doing, so I'm spontaneous. So I'm down for everything. Trying new foods, traveling, concerts, wine tasting, all the above. I'm down.
Okay, nice. And one more question for you. Looking at him, what do you like about him? Because you still have your balloon popped.
I love it.
Unpopped, sorry.
I love his swag and his beard. I'm a big beard girl, so.
Okay. it wasn't anything he said or anything. No, just the beard. Okay.
It's just the goals to that as well. That's
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, buddy.
This is it?
This
I like
is
the lineup,
it.
though.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
it's all you, Samson.
Okay. Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
I know he was gonna choose the
Oh, hell no.
You get to come over here.
Oh.
Come on up here.
You just said that?
Yeah, he's submissive. Ruthless was right. He's ain't no way in hell. My man was like, "Fuck it, hey, bring your kid. They gonna be at what she say she wanted to go? Ghana, her, the kid.
Yeah.
Damn that.
Hey, he was ready to be a stepdad, so
Yeah, as soon as she would have said, I got a kid, I would have popped that balloon so fast. If I had no kid, I'm like,
Right now, I'm currently seeing a chick who has a kid, right? 2 chicks. And but then I have other chicks that not have kids, right? And the chicks that don't have kids are on top of my list, right? They're like, you know what I mean? The chicks with the kid is like, I don't know, man. I don't really feel comfortable. And they just look that bad for me to fuck them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they look bad. They look good. I mean, but that, you know what I mean? Like when they be telling me, oh, how serious do I take them? The first thing that pop up in my mind, that damn kid, right? I don't want to be in an awkward position of if the kid gets mad at me and say some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be, it could be very bad. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know if I'm not taking that route. I'll take the kid, win without the kids first, all day.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so Ruthless, like when you do date, like say somebody in UM3 like that has kids, do y'all like bring the kids like chicken McNuggets or something? How's that?
No. They keep their kids at home. I told them don't bring the kids around me. But I did buy a gift for one of my girl's kids. I bought her like a pair of shoes. You know what I mean? Just because like I bought her the shoes. It was some shoes. I bought it for my cousin, but he couldn't fit them. So she gave me her kid's shoe size. I was like, oh, he can fit these, and gave it to her. But I have no intentions on like getting with her like in the long term because I'm like, it's just no way, man. It's just I'm trying to find a reason. I mean, unless she does something, I will say this, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I don't want to be faking. Unless the women with the children turn it all the way up and do some extra shit, right? To show me their loyalty and their dedication to the future, that they're going to do what it takes, which they have not done. That's the only way I consider.
Okay, so they got to be like the performance with them.
Yeah,
they got to be okay.
Yeah. They got to be. It's got to be so much that I got to be like, okay, I'll bite the bullet.
I got you. Now that makes sense. Real quick, RTY said the host got a BBL, man. Is that a BBL?
No, I think it's natural, man.
You think that's straight squats and lunges, huh?
If that, I don't care if she got a BBL. I'm taking that. At least a smash. Her face. Right.
I'm about to have to get another look down the line, but yeah, I'm about to take a look. I ain't noticed that.
No, she ain't got no BBL. She's like slim, thick. Unless if like
it don't matter.
If he's assuming, right? Then no. Man,
that chick.
Like, look, the woman's black, okay? So by default, I believe like that's like her natural, like, you know, ass or whatever.
M3D. If a dude see her in person, he's not going to even mention that.
He's not even going to think about that. Like, oh,
right. No. He's not going to say, is that a BBL?
He's going to be like, hey, okay, how can I how can I hit that?
Where we need to go. What city you like? What country you like to travel? Let me place.
and the thing is, and for like, you know, the people in the comments, right, and for the guy like, you know, who chose the one in pink, yeah, it's understandable why he chose her, right? Because I mean, she don't look like she got like a sloppy body at all. Like if you see that rumpus, you know what I mean? Even though the weave is covering like a good portion of it, like you could tell like, okay, that's gonna be nice like for the bedroom.
Man, I'll put on that bitch. I don't care if she got 4 fake asses. What's up, baby?
No, the one in the pink, she's definitely thick, but yeah, kid, like I'm out of there. I would have chose the one in the gold, man, honestly.
I'll smash the one in the pink. I'll smash her. But like I told you earlier, she has to go way above and beyond.
Right. But you gotta understand, right? Like these are men, right? That's only thinking short term, right? And honestly, sometimes being a single mom is actually beneficial to have. I know it's gonna sound crazy me saying that, right? But hear me on this one.
Yeah.
Because how often, right, do men pay for women to try to get rid of them? Think about the most reasonable excuse, right? After you hit her a couple of times, after you get bored with her, after she started running her mouth, and you don't want to be like a jerk, right? No pun intended, jerk. But you want to find like a more legitimate reason to get rid of her. So instead of being like, damn, okay, I'm going to get rid of you because you have a daughter or a son, whatever the hell she has, right? You're going to be like, hey, look, I understand you're a busy single mom, and I empathize with you. And honestly, I wish I could be the better man to provide for that. But I feel like, hey, it's not going to work out because you need your time for your daughter. You need to go back with your family. You know what I mean? Just say some type of heroic stuff, right? So that she'll always remember you. But then you keep that boundary line where it's like, okay, I'll come back for him again whenever I need some D. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna bring my kid around with this dude because I don't want my kid to be heartbroken and get so attached. So you keep the attachment level at a far minimum because you're gonna use her kid against her as leverage. I know that's evil advice, but it works.
But see, I just don't think most guys, honestly, I think guys do talk a good game, but I think I see so many guys fall in love quick. So say like she had like a great personality, then you really start liking her, but then you do have the dynamic with the kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I wouldn't mess with. If I could avoid it. At a certain age, it's almost like everybody has kids. So I would try to find a chick that had like a kid that's out the house, older, because it's just the dynamic with the kid. It's just difficult, man. It's going to cause if y'all want to go hang out and the kid's sick or something, man, the scheduling. So, I mean, it's tough.
I get it, but that's why
go ahead.
I'll say to M3's point, I'm in agreement with M3.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I will say, just sitting, I said it a while back, that the baby mama is, for the average guy, the top pick. Because baby mamas are, I will say this, because they got a kid, they have a tendency to be more serious about their dating lifestyle because they don't want to bring any man around their kid. They're not trying to have a whole bunch of men in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all the stuff that you see in a lot of the young girls do, or the girls do with ain't no kids. A lot of baby mamas are more attached to their children, and they present a better and a more stable situation in the fact that they're a lot easier to access and they're a lot less, the demands are a lot less higher as well, because they're looking at more that, okay, I need someone who's stable and it's not all about the things that I used to chase. Now it's all about someone who's going to bring some fortitude and stability to me and my child. And they're kind of like in my opinion, I'm just saying for the average guy, not the rich guys, right? Or the poor guys, but the average guy, 40, 50K, the baby mama is the top pick. They're the number, they will be, serious, they're the top pick because then you have a better chance for a longer situation.
So you saying women with kids, they tend to be more
responsible
and just even realistic with their options and stuff, or the baggage that they might bring. So they're more like, they're simpler in a way. Okay, I got you.
They probably had an ego at first, you know what I mean? But once the baby comes, that ego comes down a lot more because they're like, okay, reality kicks in. I don't want to raise a child by myself. I don't, you know what I mean? So they're still a little picky. They're still not gonna take anybody. But if you're at 40, 50K and you're bringing that value to them and their kid that and you have your own point of your head's on straight, they're definitely gonna give you a harder look.
And
Do it though, man. I'm sorry. You said that should be the primary choice, though, right?
For the average guy, because
okay.
You know what I mean? Not like you, a guy like you, you're not really average, right? Because a guy like you have to have a woman without a kid because it's just psychological. But we're talking about the average guy who's out here struggling in the dating market, who really don't have the mouthpiece, who really don't have the gifts to circulate through the dating market and be successful.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So all them dudes that be average and shit, be talking shit about baby moms, they capping and they need to.
They got baby moms that has like 4 or 5 kids.
Yes.
4 or 5.
And the thing is, Rufus Truth, what you I know you know this, but what you forgot to let Jerk know, right, is that the more kids they have, right, the more I'm not gonna use the term submissive, but the more open they will be, right?
What you look for is the more compliance.
Yeah, more compliance, right? Yeah. But they'll also like do more for you as well too.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? Because there's stipulations and everything, right? So let's say if I jumped into a relationship with a single mom with multiple children, not one like she has, but let's say 3 or more kids, right? She's gonna need
this shit sound like a nightmare. This is some terrible advice. I can't let this go on no more. What y'all talk about? I was listening at first. Even the average guy.
I'm trying.
Y'all motherfuckers better get passports if that's.
Look, Jerry. I'm trying to expose. I'm trying to expose what
you talking about. Multiple.
Yeah, I'm trying to expose. This is what's going on with the average man and the average woman with multiple kids, right? Speaking of that, a woman with a single mom just texted me right now, asked me how's my day work. But anyways, so an average mom, right, with 3 or more kids. I'm not even saying 2 kids, 3 or more. You gotta have 3 or more kids, right, to really be in that struggle that Cody Hogan be talking about. So if you're dating a woman, and I'm not saying, not dating. If you are in a relationship with that woman, so you're getting past the dating phase, now you're in that committed relationship with that woman. Now you're playing a huge benefit for that woman's life. So let's say you're a homosexual and you're making far less money than that other woman is making. Because not only is she getting all the tax write-offs, right? But she's probably getting other benefits for just being a single mom raising multiple children. And the stipulation is that, like, once you're in that relationship, you're also not just in part of her world, but you're a part of the world of her and her kids. So now you are the official nanny. You're not even considered as the father because they ain't gonna go that far with you. You're pretty much the nanny that takes care of those kids when she's at work, when she's busy. You gotta do all the other things that was once hard for her to do when she was by herself. So in that exchange of that, right? You know how women who are single and got things going on would be like, I can't handle no broke dude. Like he gotta make like 6K figures, so he gotta make $500,000 a year or $1 million, whatever. All that stuff is capped once you become a single mom with multiple kids. Again, I'm saying this, 3 more kids. They're going to be the ones that's going to be supplementing for you. Okay? When they come home, they're going to be so grateful that you're being the babysitter for the kid. They're going to cook, they're going to clean, you're going to do whatever. Matter of fact, they'll suck your dick multiple times. And that's why these dudes, they go after the single moms, but then they want to cap and they want to clown the single moms because they know they're part of the lifestyle. So don't let these dudes be fooling you.
I'll rather jerk off.
So let me add to E's point.
I'll become an incel before I do some shit like that. I'll stay in the house. Fuck.
Sophisticated jerk. We're talking about, you can't put yourself in there, right? Because look at you got cash out, you got swag, you got a little, like you got some sort of confidence about yourself, right? We're talking about the non-confident losers, right? These guys who they are responsible. They have things that are father materials, and they can't get the single woman because she's a bit much to handle because she doesn't know what she wants. Where the baby mama, right? She's way more brought down to earth. And you come in and you, especially if you're good with those kids, you have a chance to finally get married. Now, is it ideal in retrospect? No, of course not. I'm not saying that go looking for that, you know what I mean? But the problem is a lot of these averages are complaining that the single women won't give them what they want, where the baby mama, if she likes you, she's going to give you because she's in a vulnerable position. She's in a position that you come in, all you have to do is bare minimum, you know, love her, just be cool to her kids. You ain't even gotta love the kids. Just be cool to the kids and stay in the shadow, do the simple things. You're gonna have a chance to get married and a long-lasting marriage without worrying about somebody divorcing you. I'm just saying the probability to get a baby mama for an average guy who's making 40, 50K, let's be straight. Let's say 60K now, right? Will be more ideal when you don't have all the attributes such as swag and you don't have the gifts to talk. You know what I mean? You're just a plain guy. It's more ideal because the single woman's gonna drag you through the mud and take all your money.
All right, let me put a personal example for myself, and then we'll continue the video. Okay, just so you guys can relate to me a little bit. So just like you, Ruthless Truth, right? Now, again, I'm going on dates. It's a difference between me dating or being in a relationship versus just me just having fun going on dates, right?
Right.
So I have a rotation of 2 white women and one Spanish woman. Okay, you gotta add a Latina to it, right? And I'm trying to work on another Latina, but she lives in Fresno. But anyways, so the only one who's not a single mom is the Latino woman. Now they all have good, high career paying jobs.
Damn, that's rare as fuck. You said a Latino one don't got a.
Yeah. She don't have no.
She an anomaly out here.
Yeah, normally in her culture, she probably would be a disgrace. Because by then you should already been married and having a bunch of kids. But hey, it works to my benefit. So the woman, she's very goal oriented. She has a condo. She has like multiple streams of income. She's pretty much well to do. Okay. And the other rest is pretty well to do as well too. But one has a daughter, a young one, and the other one, she has older kids, but she has like three kids. Now, of course, the ones who
3 kids,
huh?
You said 3.
Yes. So you know where I'm going with this part, right?
Boy.
So of course, the ones with the most kids, right? That person in particular, right, is going to be more open, right, to being cooperative. I think that's the correct word I'm looking for, right? She's more cooperative. So look. Matter of fact, I'm going to hang out with her later on tonight, especially after this live stream, right? So last time she made a drive out here. This time I'm going out there, right? And she's very frugal, just like how I am. Huh?
Where she live at?
I'm like in the Sacramento area.
Okay.
So 3 kids. She should have been cooperating with that birth control. That's what she.
But at the time she was married, right? So
okay.
Yeah, so life took a different turn like recently. You know how it be. But I'm for sure had she probably foresaw that, then maybe it probably would have been different. But the case in point is that when you do have the kids, right? And again, any like this woman looking for support, it's like your whole mindset just changed for whatever reason. Whatever you had before you had children, where your stance was high, now your stance is more reasonable. Okay, I can't say her stance is low because obviously, like she chose like me, so I'm a good pick. But again, I ain't trying to date her like that, But I am, like I said, I'm open to get to know people. But the point is that they're gonna make themselves more available as soon as you say, hey, like, let's do this or let's hang out or whatever. And most of them, if you get into a relationship, you already know they're gonna be willing to take care of you. That's just the case in point of it. And that's why most men, like Wally says, he says, so the non-confident loser is the average man. Here's the thing, I wouldn't say a loser, I would just say more of like, I don't think it's a confident issue,
So
right?
let me fix that.
Yeah.
Not loser by our standards, right? Because we know the homies, they cool. But by women's standards, right? A lot of women pass up on them because they don't have the immediate, you know what I'm saying, things that they like to have. So that to them, to women, they're losers, right? And we know, but as men, we know they're not losers.
Right.
So let me. I guess the issue, because I get what y'all saying, man. Like, if you struggling, like, you're not gonna have the same options as like a guy that has his shit together. So I definitely understand that dynamic. But I'm like, damn, there's not a single chubby chick or something like. Because I mean, kids just bring a whole different dynamic.
But see, here's your point. That just say stop right there. Look what you just said. You can have a chance to bag you a halfway decent, attractive woman with a child, which is more to your liking, right? Which is more what you really want. And then you're telling me, just because she have a kid, I gotta go chase the fat chubby who I really don't want. So it's optimal for to chase this baby mama. It's just more optimal. The optics matter.
Well, because I mean, even when y'all explaining like she's gonna take care of you, man, it's almost like she's coming at you out of a place of necessity. I guess I just don't never want nobody to be with me out of necessity.
But you both the same situation though, right? You need her out of necessity. She wants you out of necessity. So that's what makes a connection.
That's why I'm saying I would rather drop in looks and get somebody where it's like, man, I don't have that burden. Because like, even though like that person might take care of you in that sense, it's just like, man, it's gonna be a liability nonetheless. Like when the expenses come, if y'all merge in, it's just like.
So here's the deal, right? Here's the deal though. Most baby mamas, right? They really don't come begging you for money because they don't feel it's right. And most of them daddies are actives in the kids' lives. So it's not like you got to come in and do a whole lot. You just pitch in here and there, give them some good D, don't argue with them, and just live life. And you don't have to be out here in these streets getting crushed, taking women on dates who all they want to do is, to give them this lifestyle, give them this, and then when they find out you make 40, 50K, they get to, arguing with you, talking about you broke, right? All those situations you don't have to deal with when you deal with a baby mama because she's not in a position to be that way because she understands, right? This is what I do give women this much. She understands her desirability in the sexual marketplace has dropped decreasingly, right? She understands that she's not the bad bitch she used to be with this kid. She knows that she's not going to be able to get that guy who she longs after because of this kid, right? So she's going to look, the average guy who comes in charming, giving her roses, she's going to appreciate that shit. And that's all average guy in that position could hope for. And then now all he has to do is just continue to be himself. He doesn't have to be anybody different. Continue to be himself. Yeah, she has a kid, a couple of kids. Okay, no big deal, right? As long as I'm happy and I'm getting to a woman and she's attractive, it's a win-win situation.
Okay, I got y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, shout out to average dudes, man. Like level up. So, y'all ain't gotta deal with this, man. That's like buying a Subaru with no bumper.
Oh man. All right, let's go see how this plays out. So.
All right, so final question.
Repeat that.
It is a yes for her, is it?
Yes, it is.
And is it a yes for him?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for him or anything?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay, so we got a match. Okay, all right. Thank you for coming. Nice.
Come B-Eazy.
You do got a big bumper though.
All
right, so let's bring out the next.
Yeah. A guy like him, you see how he is? I'm sure that he's met all these single women, right? He's not a bad looking dude. And I'm pretty sure that he comes to the conclusion that these single women out here, no kids, have been very problematic, right? He hasn't been getting the like you said, all his cousins and all them been married and all of them on child support, right? And they probably already had bad bitches or real pretty bitches, you know what I'm saying? Who were single, no kids, and then as soon as shit got rough, they walked. So he's looking like, and then this baby mama might be, I'm telling you, the baby mama might be the new top woman. I'm saying, I know it sounds, hey, I'm feeling you. Sophisticated, I'm not telling the man to go out and get a baby mama. I'm not saying that.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm just like, man, I'm thinking of these dynamics. I'm like, man, we might have to get on some Captain Kirk shit. Find a whole new galaxy, some alien bitches out here then.
But you see what type of dude he is, though, right? You see what type of dude he is, right?
But Jerk though, like, I mean, Rufus is right to a certain degree because I honestly, to be honest with you, single moms has become like the new trend. They're becoming the new like single women without kids. And I hate to say this though, but all this promotion of, let's say you got these manosphere like platforms or whatever, like MTR and a couple others that will say like, you know, don't date single moms. And they'll talk about all like the negativities when you're dating a single mom. And I used to kind of feed into that where it'd be like, man, I don't want no single mom and I don't want to have no kids or whatever, like, you know, by these types because they're going to take me to the cleaners. But however, right, when you meet a single mom that actually has her ish together, see, what they don't tell you is that the ones who they're really talking about are the broke chicks that have a bunch of kids. Yeah. I'll say this again, right? Let me kind of pan in a little bit.
Good point, M3.
You never, ever want to date or marry or be in a relationship with a broke chick who is a single mom.
Yeah.
Even if she got multiple kids, multiple baby dads, which is worse, but you never mess with those broke ones. But when you are with a woman, right, that is making more, that's financially educated, that's well-to-do, but she just happened to have like 4 or 5 kids, 4 kids or whatever, right? And grandkids probably too, in addition, depending. You understand, Latina, you understand that, hey, like, there are some benefits, right, into like being in a relationship with a single mom. Because it's the
what is the fucking benefits? Like, y'all got to break that down. Well, let's start.
Let me give it the benefits. The benefits is you don't have to have as much. That's number one.
Drizzle. Yeah.
2, you can be yourself, right? You don't have to, you don't have to pull up in a Benz or, Toyota, right? Supra, right? And 3, you don't have to be, you don't have to take it to elegant places. Just some simple, Chipotle or just basic simple things, right? These women will not trip because once again their ego's been brought down so low as far as their sexual market value that they don't want to get with a good-looking guy who has all those things because he's gonna never take her serious.
Yeah, that's kind of a misconception that they have like in the beginning.
Most baby mamas who's trying to go after the guys who are very successful, they know that they're just going to be a piece of ass. So the average guy who's coming in, who's in the same position as her, as far as the dating market, his sexual value is very low. He also ego is very low. So think about it. She doesn't want a guy who's leaving in out. She don't want a whole bunch of kids in out her child's life. She just wants pretty much one man. He doesn't want to be drugged to the mud, and he really just wants to be with one woman as long as they can get along. This is actually the perfect match for that guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say one last thing too, right? Dating someone that has cultural values is also prominent as well too. So you got to also take that into consideration because again, not all single moms are good single moms. Again, get one that has 3 or more kids. I'm telling you, it makes a whole lot of difference. Yeah. But she also has to be ingrained into the culture. Whereas, like, okay, I don't mind like having an El Negro, you know what I mean, like a black man. But at the same time, I was raised with that one has to be raised with family values. And we already know that there's not a lot that actually gets brought up with family values, which that's why they're not really the top pick.
Yeah.
That and it's kind of sad or whatever, right? Because the advertisement is only focused on the poor women in a particular group that does not really carry family values. Those are the ones that we don't need to talk about. We just need to ignore and only look for the ones and big up the ones who are family oriented, but just in a struggle situation with kids, multiple ones who's also Latina. But
so hold on. You said struggle situation, but you also said get the one that could take care of for herself. So what?
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I know that's an oxymoron. When I mean struggle situation, I mean look, because I don't look at kids like a blessing, in my opinion, but they do, right? Whenever I see a bunch of kids, my mind is like, damn, like you struggling as hell, right? But
you talk about like the time with the kids.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like basically,
okay.
like you was with the wrong dude that pretty much, gave you a bunch of kids or whatever, but you just mess with the wrong type of dude. That's what I'm just trying to say. And then that puts you in that type of struggling situation where it's like you have those values, but the person that you was with did not respect you enough to value you as a person. But you do have the qualities outside of what happened in your time.
All right, so let me ask y'all. So do y'all like kind of dig into their past to see, like, to verify that?
Oh hell yeah,
it was the dude versus it might have been them.
Well, here's the thing. Assuming I'm always going to think like the woman has something to do with it, and most of the times I'm right, but I do try to dig deeper and look both sides of it.
So here's this, like,
yeah.
Let me help you out.
Go ahead.
See, in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have all these expectations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody signs up just, I'm gonna look for me a baby mama, right? Of course, our dream is single moms, like close to our age group, we can, grow with and build with. But times have changed so dramatically on the way the women are approaching, right? The women are demanding way more higher, and they're coming with way more baggage without kids, right? Without kids, they have all this baggage because they're out here slut walking, they out here, with their friends, getting popping pills, and doing so much different things. These modern women are not the women of the past. A lot of them are coming into a egotistical, self-condescending attitude. So if you're an average dude who doesn't have the aesthetics of a, Denzel Washington, and you're an average dude who doesn't have the money of, Rick Ross or something like that, you're pretty much fucked when you're talking about dealing with a single woman. And then now, nobody wants to settle for the ugly big bitch, but I mean, if we have to, we really don't want to, and the ugly skinny chick, right? We really don't want to have to go that way. So if there's a baby mama that comes along, that looks beautiful, right? And you can tell she's been brought down by her situation. It is optimal for you to take advantage of this as a man so that you don't have to have the stress of, being lonely, complaining, when here you have a woman with a kid already and a ready-made family. So
pretty much just based on the data market, average dudes got to kind of settle for scraps.
Yes, this is not negotiable. This is not negotiable. He has to, because the bad bitches, they're not giving this nigga a chance. They're not. They're friends on him for 5 to 10 years.
Well, hold on real quick. I don't mean scraps, but what I'm saying is like, so what you're trying to say is like females only kind of are humbled after they have like a bad situation. Is that what it is?
It's called settling for what is good for you and your future. If this woman has a kid and she's doing the work, she's going to put in the work because she wants you, and you might not be her Prince Charming, right? But she's willing to humble herself and deal with you. You have to take that ride at least to see where it goes.
Okay. I'm seeing it more.
Because if you let her go, let's say if you got that judgment of baby mama, you hold that judgment high. Fuck that. I ain't fucking with no kid. And you're the average nigga who's not getting none already, who's having all these situations when you do get a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're fucking yourself because now you're gonna have to wait longer and have to settle for a scallywag. And then you're gonna be a little embarrassed to take her places, right? But you're gonna have to, right? So yeah, you have to.
So this is all based on if she could take care of herself and her kids. Like she ain't coming to you like on some like.
Even if she's on welfare, but her mindset is to do better about herself. Like, look, my daddy left me. but I'm going to school. I'm taking these classes. And me and her got a good connection. I'm going, this doesn't apply to me. I'm not going to take that. But I'm just saying to an average guy, I'm going to give her a chance.
Oh.
Yeah, because
okay. So just so nobody don't get confused, right, or lost in this conversation. Again, we're talking about women that are well-to-do. So basically, it's like they still could have the mindset where they don't need a man, right? Because the problem is they're so used to being independent. I have people telling me about this. They love the independency. But it's just something about when you're used to nurturing a bunch of kids, your heart tends to change a little bit.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're open to even nurture the husband as well, as opposed to being the taker. Even if he offers to provide, you're not gonna want to take that because you're accustomed to being in control as far as. And I'm not trying to say like in a bad thing, but it's like you're used to doing your part where you're providing for your family, So he has his own, you have your own, but you're willing to take care of the husband as what women should be doing. I'm not saying like, drizzle type of sense, but if the man's taking care of you, you should be doing the same thing. But unfortunately, men has experienced a lot of single women without children or with less than 3 kids that is only looking for a man to do the providing part and nothing else, and they're not going to offer you anything. So when a man sees another beautiful woman, but she just happened to have multiple kids, she is going to do the best that she can to kind of veer into the traditional aspects of things because she knows that her pick of the pool is going to be light and she's going to be judged for having multiple kids. But when you have a person that loves you for who you are and your children too, that's like a blessing to them.
I can't see it. I'm sorry. I definitely understand what y'all say, but I mean, I guess because I'm so self-efficient, I'm not looking for nobody to come and clean up after me. So I'm like, man, I wash my own damn clothes. I need you not to be a burden in my life. And I just, me even having my own kid, I just know the cost and the time that comes with it, where it's just like hell nah.
Well, I get it, and there's people I know that are self-sufficient, just like myself or whatever, despite of living struggling in California. But the thing is, when you meet that single woman, she don't care about how self-sufficient you are. She's going to tell you to your face, "Hey, look, I got money. I'm going to spend it on you, whether you like it or not. Don't pay for my meals. Don't pay for my dates or whatever, right?" Some of them have that attitude, but it's not like it. I know that it sounds aggressive.
You said this is the baby moms?
Yeah, I'm telling you, these are the baby mamas, right? These are the women, right? And again, this something that's
I might be looking at this wrong shit. If they approach it like that, I'm trying to get a free meal shit.
That's what I'm trying to warn you.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't put it like that before. Y'all was like dancing around this shit. Okay.
Yeah. So whenever
but they coming like that, yeah, hell yeah, shit.
Yeah, when you go to a red pill space and they talk about these single moms, listen to them very closely and just know, like, okay, ask them this question: are you talking about the broke chicks, or are you talking about the ones?
Yeah, I think they talk about the broke chicks, and I think even my mind is just like assuming that. But yeah, if they got their shit together and they willing to like pull their. It is because even at my age, I'm being realistic. I will date a female. If I was single, I have to date a female with kids. That's just the reality. Like I said, I'll just look for someone that got some older ones. They either out or on their way out the house. Yeah, I couldn't do no small kids because I just have no more patience after raising, my own son. I just can't go there with nobody. So that's probably why I'm looking at it like that.
That's fair.
I forgot about that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really want to date nobody that has like younger children. That part is a little bit more challenging than someone that is like maybe from middle school and going up. So if you can find like a woman who's a single mom, but she has like high school kids or kids that's already in a working type of field, then you're in a good boat. And she's fine too and got that voluptuous rump. Yeah, you hit the gold mine. But someone that's like, like in their young elementary years or whatever, that part may be like a little challenge. You know what I mean?
Boy, if this is the new date, I'm glad I grew up in a crack era.
This is the thing, right? Even back then, dudes were hooking up with baby mamas, right? Yeah, especially the old boys who was getting all the baby mamas and going to jail. You know what I mean? They would have a pregnant, they get a girl pregnant, they go to jail, get killed. Other niggas will step up, take her right with the kid all day, right? So yeah, that goes on. That's a cycle in the hood right there. If she bad, she's getting knocked up. But the thing about it is, there's nothing wrong with a baby mama if she's. I'm just saying. The judgment is kind of tough, but the benefits are far more exceeding than to be dealing. Unless you get money and position, right? Then you don't take a baby mama. You just don't, because you don't have to, right? But if you're just 40, 50K guy, right, with good credit, and you know what I mean, and you just want a simple life, baby mama is in my opinion, your best bet.
Okay, that's a lane. Nah, that definitely makes sense. I agree with that terms. Yeah, I'm just, whew.
Because a young girl gonna run you through she gonna make you spend more than what you want. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be a lot of toxicity.
Okay, so I get. So you're saying like even the baby mom might even be more cost efficient? Because I'm looking at the kid as just like a cost, but you're saying y'all saying like collectively the baby mom with the kid is cheaper than the single female. How they act now? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
She understands that she's not the woman she used to be.
Okay, I got you. Y'all almost convinced me there, man. I see it now. Shit, we might have to do a whole segment on that one. We can get to that to the video though. I want to see the next one. We'll watch one more segment.
All right, for sure.
We still gotta get whoa, shit. There's one missing now. Ruthless, let's get your rating real quick. And the one pink female, she was number 8 so we'll just keep her.
So now we have 9 remaining. So far, the women are kind of like New Yorkish or whatever, in my opinion. They're all right.
What side we starting from?
Left to right.
Left to right. We don't count the host though.
Got to.
That's no, she's fine.
Well, I get the one. You mean the one in the beige jacket and the colors are off? I give her 5. The Asian girl 5. One in the brown dress 5. One in the gold dress 6. White girl 5. Tall white girl 4. Little Latina over there 4. And girl in the end 5.
Okay. And the one pink one that just left, what would you rate her that got chose?
I'll give her 7.
Okay.
Okay. That was quick. I'm at work trying to play catch up. RNTY. If you want to give your rating, just type down in the chat from left to right.
And I think RTY is right. That's a BBL. I'm looking at it, man. That sits too right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it don't matter. I'll take it. Pass it.
Maybe it's probably like the dress or the way how she's arched. But
nah, that shit. That shit sitting up there firm. Like nah. That's.
But that's good. That's okay. We'll figure all that out after a couple of months. Then we'll figure that out.
They say the BBLs be stinking though, so that's a sure way to tell. Like one shoe.
Does it look like a BBL? But might be.
Yeah, he said exactly. Okay, whatever. I'll take your word for it. All right. But yeah, make you guys type in your ratings so I can in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and continue because this is gonna be a long one, I think.
Sky. Welcome.
Hello. How's it going?
Good, thank you. What is your name?
But I go by the name Russell.
Okay, and how old are you, Jonathan?
I'm 33.
Okay, and what do you do?
So I'm the CEO.
Shit sound like a gun range.
Large global record label.
Right there, the way how he's flinching, man. I don't know if he have like any like signs of PTSD, but you definitely don't want to take him to the hood, man, or especially on the 4th of July party.
Hey, he said, what do you say? Like executive at a record label, the balloon's gonna stop popping now, though.
Yeah.
Has artists in several different countries and many different cities around the world. And I also have a career as well as a tech manager for a large international organization.
Okay,
so I've always straddled the world between creative and non-creative fields.
Sounds fun. So should I still ask you what you do for fun?
Well, fun is a hot commodity in my world. But I do a lot of fun. I'm a soccer player and athlete. I also am a DJ. Sometimes my friends and I go to nightclubs and I spin music. I play a lot of like disco, funk music. And when I'm also not DJing or playing soccer, I also love to read books and love cool books. So
Lovely. Okay, and what are some qualities you look for in a woman?
I think the ability to have strong intellectual conversation. I have I've been in school for many years. I've studied lots of different subjects. So I love to read, I love to study, always love to learn. So I think curiosity, intellectual conversation is important. Activity, I'm very active. I'm a very sporty guy, so like someone who's very active. And obviously music is a huge component of my life, both in my daily work as well as like in the things that I love to do. I'm a musician and play the guitar and the piano and the saxophone as well. So I really want someone who's like very into music.
Nice. Okay, and what are some of your deal breakers?
Oh, that's a good question. It's funny. I feel like my deal breakers always evolve. I think one of the big deal breakers is probably I'm like in my early to mid 30s, and there's definitely a perspective. I really want to have kids at some point, like a family. New York City is an amazing place to be, and it's obviously a great place to be single. But at some point, I want to settle down,
stability.
have kids.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So I think that's important. Also, someone a big deal breaker is also someone who travels. I travel a lot. My day job incorporates me traveling to Europe quite frequently. So being able to like be flexible, get on a flight, and like go to Europe is very great. And lastly, I think another deal breaker is just someone who's like not as adventurous. Like I like to eat different foods, or I like to explore different things sometimes, and lack of curiosity is
okay. Lovely. There's a lot going on. All right. So we did have some pops. So we're gonna
hold on, hit pause real quick. He better choose the little Asian chick or the average looking white chick. Those are his two picks he need to stick with.
I think she popped.
Oh, for real? Damn, okay.
Yeah.
I know the big one, the curvy one did. But I don't know if the other one popped. Yeah, we'll see. Go ahead, play. We'll see if she.
Right. Let's do it. Let's start here. You can follow me.
Oh, no, she didn't. Okay.
No, she got it. Yeah. He better choose her. That's probably who he gonna choose. That's who he gonna be safe with, comfortable.
Yeah, average Becky, and then Asian chick. Yeah.
Come
All
on
right,
over.
I'm following you. There we go.
Hello, what is your name and your age?
Nicole, I'm 38. Gorgeous guy, great, deep, very white voice. Very nice. However,
Why did you pop?
I popped because he's a little bit too busy, too much going on, and that could lead to, extra relationships outside of, the relationship. And
Oh, yeah, some trust issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is very fair. That is one of the big things. Very valid feedback. So I appreciate that. That's always feedback I get. Which way?
And
There we
then
go.
traveling, I'm a teacher, so I can't just get up and go.
Yeah, understandable. Okay.
Very understandable,
And
but
is
very gorgeous.
she
And thank you so
someone
much.
that would be your type?
Very gorgeous. I totally agree though. Yeah, the ability to be flexible and like be able to travel on a whim, things like that makes a lot of sense. So absolutely.
Okay, nice. All right. Hi, what is your name and your age?
I'm Dudu, 34. It was very interesting. I play saxophone too, so
that's cool.
and I really like the fact that you're really engaged and like really do a lot of things. Like I
Hey,
like to get
Ellery,
busy
date
too.
black
But the
guys?
thing is, when you say your music type, I think we're gonna get like a cultural problem here. So like I've been there and it never working. So yeah,
Oh, very cool. Well,
it's just that. Eh?
yeah, I mean, I love all different types of music. Actually, a fun fact about me is before I even started DJing, like more than 10 years ago, I started as a jazz musician. So I actually played jazz music for most of my life.
Do you know
Yeah.
soca, calypso music?
I do know calypso music. It's definitely something I'm interested in. Oh, sorry. It's definitely something I'm interested in, but certainly, yeah, like my primary genre is probably be different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she might want to get her balloon back.
You are very
Right.
gorgeous, and you would definitely be my type. But we also would probably differ on the music, which makes sense. So I totally agree. But I'm also down to check out the calypso music at some point too. So yeah.
All
You
right,
won't get it.
nice. All right.
You won't get her number
Over
after this
here.
show.
Yeah.
Okay, hello. Your name and age?
My name's Anam. I'm 35, and I love your style, love your swag, everything. Love that you are a musician. I love artists. I consider myself an artist too.
Yeah.
So it's just as soon as you walked in, it just reminded me of my ex-husband. I was just like, I can't do it.
Okay. And
No,
same question
that's
is somebody that would be
great
your
feedback.
type?
I feel like we actually definitely would go on a date, and you would definitely be someone I would
Yeah.
sit down with.
Oh,
But
thank you.
at the same time, I totally understand.
What's up, Bobby Blanco?
You know, obviously, I understand.
guy.
I know myself, and I
Yeah.
know like who I could be, and so I get the concern. But yeah,
Luke,
you know, I'd love to hang out sometime.
For sure.
Okay, all right, nice.
come on, man. We got to get
And
you.
over here, what is your name and your age?
Hi, my name is Winter. I'm 25, and I popped your balloon only because you're a little short for me. I'm sorry, I'm already
Very
5 feet without the boots. Based off of everything that you said, your looks, everything is
Hey, can we skip over?
good for me. You seem like a very interesting person. I love everything that you have going on as far as career-wise, and I would be interested if you was just a little bit taller. I'm so sorry.
Just the height. Okay, and would she be somebody that's your type?
You definitely be someone who would be like a great friend, and I definitely feel like would be a fantastic.
Oh, he friend zoned her.
I totally understand though about the height thing, and I completely get it. I've lived in other cities, and I am typically a taller human being in those cities, but in New York, I seem to be kind of like a small statue, and I am very, very fine with
Totally
that.
fine. Okay.
So I appreciate it, and I definitely,
All right.
you know, am opening to striking up a friendship.
Okay. All right. Let's head back over. Okay. So we do have some unpopped balloons. We have 4 ladies. Do you want to ask them a question?
Sure. Let's start with this. So actually, one of the things about me is that I have a gluten allergy. So I typically have like very strong dietary preferences. I don't know. Is that a deal breaker for you?
Okay, we'll start here. What is your name and age?
Layla, I'm 25. I'll say that's 50-50 for me. I have a lot of allergy issues, so I'm kind of there with you. Gluten free now. I don't know if I can live a gluten free lifestyle, but I could work with you. We can find restaurants that accommodate both our needs in nutrition. So pretty okay.
She looking for lifestyle.
Okay, cool. All right, let's move over.
Sure.
Hello, what is your name and your age?
Hi, my name is Bray, and I'm 25. And I'm actually a nutrition coach and a personal trainer. And I actually make cupcakes that are gluten-free.
Wow,
you want to try them?
I am excited to try them. That is awesome.
I'm like healthified because I have like a little
Oh, what the coincidence?
influencer account, like Health Bun. So I like helping people with their health and wellness and like inspiring them to just
What I tell
improve
y'all?
their overall
Nah,
health.
he ain't like
And
her.
I'm also
He looking for
holistic
city girl.
health. So I'm like I love learning about like the science behind nutrition, like researching a lot. So yeah, you should try it.
Amazing.
I will definitely try this company.
You should definitely try it.
Point where I was gluten free, like to test things out. So I'm very like experimental, and I just like
Little Vic and Lola.
constantly have new ideas. So yeah, I'm very like
Well, Poppy Mama.
open. Yeah.
That's good, Pop.
Let me pause this real quick, right? This is the first time we ever hearing this Asian woman talk. I don't think she said like a single word in the first round of the show with the black guy.
She talked a little bit, but she was brief. But she definitely trying to sell herself here right now with the whole vegan shit, gluten, whatever.
Yeah.
But she pretty awkward, man. She looked nervous, so that's what I'm saying. I think that might be his match. But Ruthless, you were saying like he wants a city girl, huh?
Yeah, he wants somebody a little bit more poppy, more pop. You know what I mean?
Like you talking about the black woman with the brown dress?
Yeah, so I would say more like the gold dress, or the white girl, right, the thick one. That's really like that, a little more. Because
I think he like the white Spanish. She sounded like she was like from Colombia or whatever. But yeah, I could tell he really
like
probably
Russian.
like Russia.
Yeah, it sounds more like like Russian, Ukraine, or something like
That's
that.
something I think that's his preference.
Wait, what bitch is from my country? Which one?
What's on?
No, he was trying to say the one with the blue dress, the
right here, like her accent.
Oh hell no, we don't breed fat bitches in Colombia, my nigga. Nah, that's not true. Nah.
You got fat though.
I repeat. How y'all doing, babe? My man Ruthless, my man Yerk. What's good, family? How y'all feeling today, Saturday, man? We're about to get busy over here at the channel, man. Subscribe, share. You know what I mean? We need to put this on our social media, everybody. Tell a friend to subscribe. Make your grandma subscribe. Make your baby mama subscribe. Make your baby daddy subscribe. Your grandpa, your side nigga, your boss. We need to grow this channel right here, right now, man. Support the channel. And yo, Ruthless True, man, you owe me some money, bro.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Poppy, why he owe you money, man? What he do?
Nigga, I was this man lawyer. He didn't even know it, bro. I had to defend this nigga when they're near my life, nigga. They were coming at my man Ruthless head. Hey, bro, just call me Johnny Cochran, bro. I'm just that good, bro. I got this nigga off the case, man. You know, I fuck with Ruthless, man. They were trying to come at my man a little sideways, and I ain't like that shit. So, Ruthless, man, here's my cash up, bro.
Yeah, Roof was my guy, man. We be debating this stuff, but Roof is solid, man. Anybody mess with him, shout out to Poppy for standing up for him. But hey, Poppy, this is the NY Pop the Balloon, man. They did us dirty in NY, man.
I don't know. Yo, this bitch isn't from New York, man. This bitch is from like Delaware. Jerry, hold on. If this is like upstate New York, it can be upstate New York. We don't play upstate New York.
Well, it's New York somewhere though.
Yeah, but now that you say it, because they didn't specifically say the city, so yeah, this might be like Albany or something.
Yeah, this is upstate New York, my nigga. Because look at the quality. Look at the quality of New York. Yo, in the city, we got about 9 million people, bro. This is like on Buffalo, fam, or Albany, somewhere over there.
Yeah, now
White
that you said that, that
Plains.
makes sense. Cause yeah, I was like, man, damn, like I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, would they get these bras from like Staten Island or?
Think about it, Jerk. If it was in the city, you're gonna see a whole lot of like a candidate. You're gonna have different kind of women. They're gonna have a couple of Dominicans, couple of Puerto Ricans, couple of Panamanians, couple of pretty Black American women. This is not like they would be fit. This woman is from upstate, bro.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, now that you said that, yeah, I was like, they got us looking. They did the Bay dirty too. We did the Bay one, so that's why I was like, hey, we got to clown the New York one because yeah, I was looking at this. I'm like, damn, there's got to be better product up in the city, so that makes sense.
Right.
But to be honest with you, like these women, like from wherever they from, these women from, they're like a little bit more on the high scale. I was expecting to like hear like maybe the Bronx accent. I thought I was going to like see some masculine women, but look, man, I'm just big hating right now because they really did us dirty. So I thought we was going to find something to relate to.
Well, you know, a lot of people are transplants even in the city, so you know everybody's accent ain't gonna be deep. But no, it makes sense with Uptown being upstate. I mean,
best product ain't coming up here, man. I'll tell you that right now.
What's that?
The best product ain't coming up here.
The best.
Man, there's some popular balloons where they got some official looking ones on there.
And yeah, and Bobby said for like Oakland, the women ain't coming up here, man. They're bad bitches. They got their shit together.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
They ain't coming up off the balloon.
Yeah, Poppy ride on this one. Shout out to Poppy clearing this up because I was upset. I was like, man, what the fuck is this?
Yo, Jerk, even in the projects, any project in New York, we got beautiful women in the projects, bro.
Yeah, even I was like, man, shit. Even man, you drive in one of the boroughs, you could scoop up like 7 official ones.
Exactly.
They want the thugs though.
This is the bench players right here.
Yeah, because you go like, look, man, look, y'all 7 right here. Y'all want to come up, man? We got this show. I got some free weed, some weed and some chicken wings. They gonna come, man.
Like the thing is, and I can debate this with anybody. New York, for the simple fact that we got so many people in the city alone, got the most beautiful women in the country. The problem, the thing with New York women is like they are like rough, like they be talking crazy. That's the bad rap that they got. But when it comes to looks, New York, Miami, and I can throw LA in there too. You can debate those 3 cities right there having the most beautiful women in America, bro.
No, I agree with you on that. I'm trying to think of one other city.
Yeah, because
if
you
Bay
go
Area got some official ones too, man. I think.
This is what I'm going, Jared, right? Like overall, in general, the women in New York, Miami, and LA going to be good looking, right? Because those cities require you some way, somehow to hit the gym, to keep up with the trends, to be like a lit girl, right? Like if you and when it comes to race alone, the most beautiful Black American woman you're gonna find them between Houston and ATL. If you just strictly talking about just Black American woman, you're gonna find some of the most beautiful Black women in Houston and Dallas, bro, in ATL, those 3 cities right there.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. Y'all holler at y'all next time.
All right, Ruthless, take it easy, man.
Take care, Ruthless.
But all right, we could go ahead and hit play on this. I'm gonna see what
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Okay. We'll come back to you. We'll move over here. What is your name and your age?
Okay. My name is Asha, and I'm 25. And whether I wouldn't say a gluten allergy is a deal breaker for me. Just because I'm also a picky eater. I mean, that's not an allergy, but with that said, I mean, I understand that. I'm just like thinking down the line in regards to like, if I was to cook, like that would be a bit of a something that I need to accommodate for, or like if I was to, I'm Jamaican, you know, finding Jamaican spots. I mean, I'm sure there are Jamaican spots that cater for gluten allergies, but if we were to go like on the island in Jamaica specifically, if we go into the country, that will be difficult. So yeah, it's not a deal breaker, but we'd have to see.
Cool.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go over here. Hello, what is your name and your age?
I'm 33. My name is Caroline.
Okay, Caroline.
I actually can't have gluten either.
There you go.
Okay.
So, and I also love cooking, and I only cook. I also can't have soy, which I found this out in like 2019. It's been a journey learning how to cook without those things, but now I've got it down pat. So, like, make all my sauces from scratch. Occasionally, I'll indulge in the gluten town. Like, if there's like a really awesome Italian restaurant, I'll be like, we have to do it. We have to suffer. Yeah. But 95% of my life, I'm gluten-free. So
I'm the same.
Okay, nice. All right, let's head back over here.
Asian girl got some competition.
All right.
All right, and based on those answers, I'm gonna have you go ahead and pop one balloon.
Okay. I'm gonna save. Jesus, I hate this. I'm so sorry.
Actually, two. Let's narrow it down.
Two?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
To narrow it down real quick.
Don't be shy.
Oh, I was gonna say it was just a popping thing. I'm gonna save you the heartache because it is true. I understand how much love of bread and carbs is amazing, and I would totally miss that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Go ahead. Do you think?
Yeah, one. You want to pop the other one?
There we go. All right.
So.
He said, I tell y'all, them two. I was like, he's scared of the chocolate. He's like, look, fuck that. I ain't ready for that shit yet. He's like, you the Asian chick and the white girl. I told you.
I think this is what I think. Right before he makes a choice, I want to say at first I was going to say the Asian one has a better chance, right? Because she started talking about gluten stuff, bacon, and all that, but once the white girl starts saying like, oh yeah, she has like a gluten allergy and things like that, he's definitely going to choose like the tall, slim one for sure. The one that kind of looks like him a little bit too. So that's my choice.
You said look like him.
Yeah.
You're talking about the white girl in a blue dress, right?
No. The white, the one that has her balloon up. The one with the black.
The one in the all black. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the all. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. You know what? That was a dumb. Just scratch that. That was a dumb question of mine. My bad. She didn't got a balloon.
You good. No, I think he'll choose the Asian one because that one with the black.
Yeah, most likely, if I had to, and I started watching this late, so I might just take a wild guess. White men love Asian women, bro. That's like the kryptonite. I'm dead serious, bro. White men love. I mean, when they're not with their white woman, they usually pick a Chinese bro or some sort of Asian. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
No, they do. I think even looking at like stats and stuff, that's the biggest group that does interracial dating. I think it's like Asian men and not Asian men, but white men and Asian women.
They got stats for that? You see, I didn't even need the stats. I just travel around and I noticed stuff like that. Like especially when I was in Cali, I was in San Francisco. That's like little China, little Asia in a way, right? I saw nothing but Chinese bitches with white boys all day, every day, son.
Nah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Poppy be traveling around, so yeah, if you see it, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and see who he chooses. I still think he's gonna choose like the white woman with the all black, because I think that's more up to like his alley, but I could be wrong.
I loved your answers. I feel like we definitely would be like great friends, but I feel like I'm trying to, but I definitely feel like maybe not a relationship. So yeah.
Okay.
So in translation, basically what it's saying is that you're good for sex, but you're not good for anything else, and I will not bring you home to my racist family. That's what he's trying to say.
Nah, he was like, I can't handle all that ass. He was like,
Going back over here, and one more question, and then we get to.
Ooh. This is gonna be a deal breaker. This is probably gonna eliminate everyone.
Oh.
So I'm actually divorced.
Okay.
Is that?
Oh, so you have a question for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my question is, how would you feel about dating someone who's already been married?
Okay, we'll start right here.
I feel like it just depends on like the reasons why, but I feel like no one's past should ever like define them. So every day's a new start.
Nice. Okay. All right. And for you,
How recent was the divorce?
It's in like the last 2 years.
The last 2 years. Okay. And you think that you've healed enough? You're like ready for a relationship, or are you still?
So the answer I give is that I'm never fully healed. Like you never fully heal from something like that, but you grow from it. So I think I've grown a lot from it. And that's like what I can bring really well to a relationship. It's not so much the fact that like I'm like completely healed from it or whatnot. Like I don't think anybody can ever be, but I think you grow a lot as a person and you realize who you want to be with and who you want to invest your life in. And that's the person that you choose.
Right. But are you ready for a relationship now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Just
definitely
wanna
say I'm
make sure.
ready for a relationship now.
You keep asking me all those questions like
thank
that,
you.
and I will pop that
Back
balloon.
over here.
All right.
And you have a final balloon to pop.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Uh-oh, which one?
Both of you, I would definitely go out. So let's start with that. But I think you and you're probably gonna hate the fact that I'm still a little bit shorter than you.
I've dated shorter. All my exes.
Bingo. That's
Really? Wow. All right.
Oh,
Let's do
okay.
it.
All right.
Wow.
I
All
also
right.
love house music and disco, and I'm like, I'm really sad, but it's okay.
No, it's fine. Like this is a really hard selection because the reason I picked you is because I feel like, so I come from a family of like doctors and scientists, and like I really love like nutrition. Like I've been really into it the last couple years. Like I completely changed my life and like my body type. I lost like 75 pounds from nutritional stuff.
Okay.
So I feel like we would have a lot in common, like a lot to talk about, and we'd have like.
And
great
plus you're Asian.
conversations.
Okay, so all right, come on over.
Yeah.
Come on over here.
All right, Greg, you was right.
So do you have?
But I will say this though, right? I think he should have been more straightforward with the white lady. I just think he didn't really like her questioning him. So he probably would have chose her, but because she was asking, she was going a little bit in depth with it about the whole divorce thing. That probably was like maybe like a possible red flag for him. Like, oh man, this woman, she's gonna be questioning me about this. She's gonna question me about my whereabouts. She's gonna try to do some timeline history on me or whatever. I don't know. Some guys.
She looked a little old in the face too, where I think he was just like the other one, just fit his type. She was a little younger and shit. So.
And of course, she's gonna cook for him as well too, though. Like when she's talking about nutrition, she make nutritional meals. He's probably thinking like, okay, so I got me like a mind that's gonna like cook, go in the kitchen and really cook some efficient foods that I need for my appetite. So I think he was thinking about that too.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, but I mean, she is a better looking choice than the other one, though. So I will agree to that.
Have a final question? Something you want to ask
yeah.
him? Anything?
Do you want to try my cupcake right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
That's beautiful.
All right, audience, we are going to try these cupcakes, and I'm so excited. Let's go.
Nice.
Well, that would be a bad part
Hurry
because
up.
the cookie suck.
Yeah. Zoom into those cupcakes. There you go.
Oh, cookie.
Okay.
All right.
I'll hold it for you if you want. You want me to
Cool.
hold it? Wait,
I'm gonna do the one with the 2 berries. Let's
okay.
go.
All right.
Add for the
Do you want me to
ambiance.
hold the?
No, it's fine.
Those cupcakes look trash though. I ain't gonna lie.
Somewhat here, without destroying your microphone.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Oh wow, you do so good.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. Matcha flavored.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay, so is it a yes for her? And is it a yes for him? Yay! We have a match! Nice, gluten-free match. Okay, that's how we did it. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
All right.
All right.
Hey, hit the pause button real quick.
Okay.
So in about 5 years after they get married and divorced, if they do like a follow-up, he could be like, man, them cupcakes would taste like trash, it tastes like tree bark. He could be going in on them. So yeah,
I told you she was gonna pick the Chinese girl.
Yeah, y'all was right.
Told you.
I mean, that was my first thought, but I was like, okay. But when the white woman was kind of advertising herself as well too, I was like, all right, he might choose her, you know. But I think when she started talking a little bit more, I think in my opinion, the height thing was just like a cop out, basically. But she chose better though. She's younger. She looked more fit, and she know how to bake. Well,
yeah.
I don't know how her cook this.
I think it was a good choice for him, man.
Yeah.
But Poppy was right though.
You don't want to choose a woman that is taller than you, man. That start becoming like suspect at that point. Like you don't know if she got a pussy or a dick at that point. I like to be safe. I like to be safe than sorry, man.
I mean, the height doesn't really matter to me like that much. I mean, it's whatever. Again, look, as long as you look good, you know, and you have a good personality that come along with it, I'll take you. But I cannot take just a personality alone, and I gotta cover you up with a paper bag. And I can't take a woman that's fine, but then she has a bad attitude or just straight shitty. So, in my personal opinion, I gotta be greedy and I gotta go for both.
Yeah, I think the height thing bothered him more. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, boss. Go ahead. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, man, I think the height a lot of times bothers guys more than, you know, if a female's willing to kick it with you. It seemed like it bothered him more than it bothered her, you know, because it was like she ain't popping balloons, so obviously,
yeah,
the height thing didn't bother her. But like you said, I think he just needed that excuse.
Yeah, I believe that most men will take a beautiful, not necessarily beautiful, a good-looking woman to beautiful around that range, 7+, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, they will take her, even though she got a shitty ass attitude. If she looks good, a lot of guys will swallow their pride and will let her slide with a whole lot of shit for the simple fact that this woman is beautiful with a banging ass body. I've seen that all the time. And I know we come over here in the internet, we cap to ourselves, but bro, if she's a good looking woman, most guys is going to kind of like let her attitude kind of like fly away. That's just how it is, bro.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you because I got some peoples, man. I'd be like, how the hell are you tolerating all that shit? They'll try to dance around the whole thing, but it's pretty much because the chick look good, Poppy. So that's facts.
I bet your homeboy tell you, hey man, you know she crazy, bro.
Yeah, they'll say that, or like, oh man, you know everybody deals with this shit. I'm like, nah, everybody don't deal with that. Like, but yeah, they'll dance around it.
Spicy, you know how they be saying it.
Yeah, but now here's the thing though: if she's ugly, she better not have no attitude, son. Like, I'm sorry, like I cannot tolerate your attitude, bitch. Like you ugly. Like I'm already doing you a favor. Like nah. You better your personality better be the best thing ever. You better be you gotta do so much more than the previous people. You have to try to blind me. You trying to make me believe that you're not.
Yeah, if you ugly, you walking on eggshells. Yeah, you patience level for unattractive people is like 0 to none. So
For real.
What's good, Lola? I saw them pictures in Egypt, man.
Yeah, she said she looked like a Hello Kitty bitch. Wow, he looked like Wall Street.
Did you want to end on this segment right here, or?
Yeah, we're gonna end it, man, because we're already at the 2-hour mark anyway. But I think it was pretty cool, man. Wasn't as like what I thought it was, but it was still nice anyway. And shout outs to like the women like who did put the effort to like dress up, except for like the woman in the jeans, and then of course the woman with the weird looking pants. but everyone else like pretty much like dressed their part. So even like the heavier white looking one. So shout out to everybody, man, for dressing classy on this one. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I thought, like I said, at least they dressed pretty good. I give them that. But yeah, they did do NY dirty, but it made sense what Poppy was saying. That must be upstate. But we got have to do another Bay Area one. We gonna see if y'all redeem yourself. There's a couple other New York ones, so we gonna come back to those.
Yeah, we could probably try to do like the open one like next Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, find another Bay one, man. We'll definitely cover that one.
Yeah, I had to look that up again, man. Because part 4 looked like it was all right, but I didn't take a full look at it. So I'll let you know when I find the video.
All right, then.
All right. Hey, Poppy Blanco, thanks for tuning in, man. And
thanks for pulling up, Poppy, and supporting me.
Yeah. And shout out to Ruthless Truth as well, man. So
Ruthless for pulling up.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, and we're definitely gonna end this live. Tune in next time for like our next videos. Make sure you guys subscribe to Managed Sophistication, where you see us like have our recaps with Sophisticated Jerk. And also tune in for our Toxic Tuesdays because we actually got something really funny and enticing we got to see. So you guys do not want to miss out on that at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is 9:30. I'm sorry, not 6:30, 6 o'clock Pacific Time, which is 9 o'clock Eastern Time on your side.
Yeah, but Lola, you need to put some more pictures up. I thought that was pretty cool, man, how she showed those. You know, I'll be like the history to that. Might need to do a live on that.
Lola, right? You know, if you and Fig ever need like any pictures taken, and you go back out to Egypt, make sure that you know you guys take your friendly photographer with you. You know, I could definitely make sure I could give you guys some high quality photos. You know what I mean? But you guys will have to fly me out. You know, and pay for my. But
so you try to get you a free trip, huh?
Right. You know what I mean? But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in, and we are definitely out, everybody. Later, and you guys have a good weekend.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
Peace. Oops, hold on. My bad. Let's see. There we go.